When it comes to your hair, we know exactly who you are. But did you know that we care for more? Did you know that from sourcing to delivery, we are committed to respecting the planetary boundaries? Sustainability does not come to the end. It's a process from the beginning, because it starts with the way we source our ingredients, how we work to recycle the water used in our plants. When it comes to your packaging, we are committed to use 100% PCR and target less material and waste. When it comes to your salon, we are committed to reduce the water consumption by 65%. We manage the waste to maximize its valorization, and your hair is given a second life to generate the fertile soil. This is not a dream. We create a professional beauty that moves the world. If you didn't know, now you know. Hairstylist for the Future by L'Oreal.
Hello everybody and good morning. Welcome to my seminar about Fringes. Do you often get the question, should I get a fringe or shouldn't I? For the next 45 minutes, I will walk you through why I think personally fringes and bangs, whatever you call it in Danish, panderer, why it's so important to give our clients the opportunity to change their look. I will show you different kind of styles with the bangs with only using one technique. So for the next 45 minutes, I will be here for you. I have so much going on here. So please mute your phones and your sound. I have my computer down here. So if my eyes goes down here, it's because I have my computer here. You have a chat box where you can text me. Then I have my phone where I can see if anybody's texting. If it takes me too long to respond, just go in with your sound and say, hey, I have a question for you. So my name is Sascha Hirtsgaard. I'm a fashion team member of Fondation Guillaume and the founder of Fondation Guillaume Denmark. So for the last 25 years almost, I've been working with juniors around the world. And I know fringes can seem very simple, and it can seem like it's just something that we do every day. But it's also a way to make a lot of money. And why is it easy to make money for our clients with the fringes? Because it's a service we will provide our guests in my salon where I stand right now. It's a free service. So if they already have a bang, it's a free service to come in. So it's a service where they can come in, and my juniors, I train them very fast to be able to provide my clients with the service so they don't have to walk away from my other clients. And when my juniors and or myself have my clients sit there for just the trim of the bangs, it's easy to talk about different kind of products. What kind of products should we use? Now we're walking into autumn. Maybe their hair is a little frizzy. Then we can talk about products, even though they're just here for a 5 minutes trim. And for the moment, a lot of our big superstars are having different kind of fringes, which means that we want to give our clients the kind of the possibility to get the wow factor of being a superstar. So when we talk about fringes, it's also a way of talking about different color techniques. So for example, my juniors did a nice collection just here before summer where we have this. So if you look here on this beautiful model, she got a beautiful fringe, but she also have a lot of color in it. And this color means that she have to maintain her colors quite often because soon she will have the regrowth. So she have to come in, and maybe because it's blonde, the next time we can add just a tone and give it a more orange or more red vibrant. So in that way, we can keep making lots of money on them. And when we talk about fringes as well, it's in the face, which means we all have brows and lashes. And that's an extra service that you can make money on as well. So always think about the whole kind of big picture when you talk with your clients. And when we talked about different superstars, I'll go through some of them. There's so many of them that have different kind of fringes. And to be honest, I don't know the names. It's just not my kind of style. I'm bad with names. But see here, this micro fringe, how very beautiful it is on her. The Billie Eilish, the heavy one, the more choppy ones, micro fringes. And we can keep swiping. There's so many of them. And we see a lot of them at the moment. And when we talk about fringes, we also have to think about the face, different kind of face shapes. So if I look at the oval ones, this one, this is where we can go with the, I'll take one of my mannequin heads. I want to thank my junior for prepping all my models here. This is the one we call the micro or the baby fringe. So if you look at that, that's kind of very short. And it's very nice for the girls with the oval faces. So when I do a fringe like this, I have to go very short on her. And when I cut her fringes, I have to think about where I'm positioning my body in front of her. So if I have her here, I'll move the ladies behind so they don't take up all the spaces here. So if you look at her now, and if I have to do this side, I have to put my body in front of this side. I cannot stand behind her and go like this. This is not an option for me. So for all the juniors, always remember, you have to put your body position when you're working on this side of her face. This is where your body should be. And when we were working on this side, this is where our body has to be. Because otherwise it's not easy to get it like very short and very straight, to be honest. And in mannequin heads, it's nearly impossible to get it straight. Her hair will keep kind of jumping. But when I look at her face, I have to think about where her eyes is, where her eyebrows is, how long is her face. She's got an oval face, so I will make sure her face will go like this. So it's easier for me to go a little wider on her face. So she will have a more symmetric face as well. So I like doing this on some of the young girls because it gives them a kind of edgy look. And again, with the design I showed the juniors have done with the strong colors, we could do a lot of colors here. I know Gunilla talked about stripes last time. You can do that here. Give her, you can already see she got some different tones underneath here. So this is for the kind of, our thing is for the ones with the strong opinion. So this is the more bold ones. Do any of you have any questions? Jump in. I'll just quickly check the chat box. Glenn is here. It's always nice. Hi, Jen. Glenn. Then we will go. I want to tell you about the chubby one. I have so many things I'm going to share with you. So if I talk too fast, say, hey, you go too fast. We have the chubby ones. This is the chubby one. See? This is the more heavy bangs. I like this one for the girls that have long hair. And for the girls that have thin hair, we have to think about some of our clients maybe have a very thin hair. Then it's easier to go higher on the head. The higher we get, the more hair we go. Not like when we were kids, our moms used to kind of take the whole, like nearly from the back of the head and everything in front of the ear. Don't go there. Your mom have done it. You have several photos of that looking funny. But if you go higher up here, she will have more heaviness. If she already have very thick hair, you don't need to go as high as this. But here, as she have an oval face as well, I've gone quite far out as well. So I'm going out to the corner of her eyes. And again, I make sure that my body position is in front of her all the time. So I have to move around my clients. So she's sure she will get a nice one. And when we always have to think about is when we're having a heavy fringe like this, we have to section it up. I'll do a fringe later on this lady. So I'll show you how with one technique you can achieve all these different kind of ones. So I'm just gonna walk through them. So this is my choppy one. Then we have the girls with the long faces and the square faces. That's the one that have quite kind of really going faces like this. That's where I like to go with the Billy. Oh, she disappeared. Where is she? The sassy Billy. She's here. The sassy Billy. Everybody knows Billie Eilish. She always has beautiful colors. She's a very good one to follow because she always keep changing her look. But this is where you have this fringes that go short from the middle and longer, but not like a curtain bangs, but it's like thin because you make sure that underneath we'll take some of the weight off. And when we take some of the weight off, we'll make it easier to open her face and give her a nice feeling to the face so she doesn't get too wide, but it kind of make her eyes go closer to this point of her face. Because we keep thinking about that we want to open her face and make it look a little more soft. There's many different ones I want to show you. And all our clients, they all have different faces. You can have the wide faces. You can have the narrow faces. We can have the ones with the high forehead, the ones with the short forehead. We can have the girls with the thick hair, and we can have girls with thin hair. And when we talk about the face shapes and how the forehead is, no face is kind of, it's very rare. We see something with very symmetrical eyebrows and everything. And you will have clients that will maybe change the look. So the eyebrows is more or less so thin, so you have nothing to measure about because we always use our eyebrows for measuring. So always kind of make sure when you stand in front of your clients, if she was my clients, I will always stand behind her and look at her in the mirror as well to see how symmetric it looks because our ears is rare symmetric as well. And again, when we think about thick hair and thin hair, as we talked about with the chopper fringes, as long if they have very thin hair, make sure you want to take more hair down so you can make the hair look thicker. But if they have very, very, very thin hair, don't go too high because then it looks like when we were kids and our mom had done a bad job, if she was a hairdresser. Then I will show you the ones here. the ones with diamond faces, or the very round faces. That's the girls we see right now have the curling bangs. The curling bangs is here for staying. The curling bangs will always be a very successful business for us, because she has so long fringes already. So in a couple of weeks, she have to come back, because then it's already too heavy. But in this kind of girl with the very nice curling bangs, I will go back and look at Gunilla's seminar, because she will be a typical girl client for us. She have long hair. She will have, normally the girls with very long hair doesn't like to get too much layers in it because they're very nervous. A trim for them is, if we take this much, it's like we have gone completely short. But if we look at her, she will have the perfect face for having Gunilla's beautiful stripe techniques and coming back quite often to have her bangs done. And it's always the girls with the long hair we use the curling bangs on. And these girls are the ones that will be more easy for us to make more money on. Because for that, it's a quite often service. So that will be one of the service I will charge my client money for. And I will make a package for them so they can come in every 3 or 4 weeks to have the bangs done, and sell them a package where they have maybe the coloring of the brows and the lashes and a hair treatment and maybe a tone as well. So suddenly we can have a package that will take us roughly an hour to do, but a package where we can actually make a lot of money, because she doesn't need a whole trim. She needs to have her hair washed, and by the sink we'll keep adding a nice treatment for her. And when the treatment is processing and sitting there, we will do the lashes and the brows as well. And that will give you at least 20 minutes by the sink. You can give her a nice massage and everything. And when you go back, she will have to have one of this beautiful, nice, beautiful hair blow dries that will last for a week or so. And then we can do the fringes as well. So this is for all the business owner. Train your juniors to do a proper curling bangs, and then make your clients look like superstar, beautiful blow up dry. Have them have a treatment, coloring of the lashes and brows, maybe a tone, and then the blow dry. So it's an easy way of doing packages for your clients, and an easy way for you to don't spend your own personal time, but have your juniors doing that, because it's easy for them to train, and it's easy for them to be fast of doing the treatment and be fast of doing the lashes and the brows and everything like that. So this is a typical money lady. She is the one we will make more money on in a year, because we don't make money on her haircut, because she comes in too rare for that. But with that, and when we already have her in the chair, this is where we start talking about the different way of doing stripes and things like that. So this is very, very money lady. This is, normally we will say the girls with the long hair is the ones we see the rarest in our business, but this should actually be the one we see more frequent than most of our clients. She is our money maker. So yeah, we will have more. No. Any questions? No. There's some in the chat. I will see if I can go on here. So I wish I was the best technical lady in the world, but I'm not. Not sure. I will go here instead. Doesn't seem to be anything. I'll quick take this lady. I have to get this rid of my screen. This is the lady. If you look at her, you can see this is just one section of. It's looking like a triangle. So if we go back to this one. I'll take my pen. So normally when we look at the faces of our clients, we will look at her eyes, and she will have her brows up here and up here. So I will normally go from here to here and look how far up on her head I can go. So I'll end up more or less going from here to here, up to here. So I will have, this is my working space. This is normally my area where I do my Fringes. If it's the choppy one or is the micro fringe, this is where I'm gonna be. So it's depending on how far we're gonna go and how high we're gonna go. It's again how we see our clients' faces and their, how much hair they have. So if I walk through my Sassy Billy, I'll go through my Sassy Billy here. I like the name of Sassy Billy. I think it's a fun name. Sassy Billy is, when we look at the photos, is this one. This is how Sassy Billy looks like in real life. So you see in this photo, they've gone quite high up here, and they've gone very far out on the side, which I really like. So if we look at her here, my section is from the highest point of her head down to the corner of her eyes. And then at the end, I have blended it in. But if I section it off, I will normally go horizontal, like this. So my sectioning is horizontal. And I will put my body here. I just need the scissors. This is when we go for the sassy one. This is for the girls that want to be more, kind of give it away in the sassiness. So you can use your scissor, or you can use a razor. I know Glenn did a beautiful seminar with razors, and I'm a big fan of razors. So normally this will be a nice way when we want the more kind of sassy one. It's easier to go with the razor. If you don't feel comfortable, go with the scissor. But I have my horizontal sectioning off. And I will want to work on this side of her face. That's why I put my body in front of her. So normally I will have my hands going like this. So with an angle going from the highest point here to the lowest point here. So it will be like this. You see? And on the other side, it will be like this. So that's why it's going to be short here and longer here, because it's all gone into kind of tip of the nose and the tip of the nose here as well, like this. And when we use our razor, it's easier to move it the direction we want. So we're going to use it going like this. So when we want to go from short to long, I'll use and move my razor that direction. And on the other side, again, from here to here. So it's easier to end up with the shape going like this. And again, depending on how much hair she had, I'll maybe doing it in 2 sections. And afterwards, if she got very thick hair, you might need to open it up so it gives it more sassiness. We can go in again with our razor, taking it out put our hands in the position we had before. So from short to long, from the tip of the nose down to the ear, and the same in the other side. We can go in and open up like this. So I put my razor in it like this with my hands. And the same here. I'll stand on this side. So here I will take up weight and open it up so it gives more kind of loose feeling. I like the sassiness for the young ones. And again, this is also one of the girls, when they have this kind of sassiness, is again where you can go thinking about the color. See how beautiful that will be on a sassy French. This is what she have. This model is so beautiful. She's a beautiful dancer. But every time I see her, she comes into her hairdresser and keep changing the blonde one, which means she's a frequent client that will come in often. I have different kind of coloring just with an easy tone. This is the chubby one. It's actually very not nice to call it a chubby one. But doesn't matter. Again, I've gone quite white on her face, and I've been quite strong, so I've taken quite a lot of hair. She got lots of beautiful hair. So this is the one where it's very kind of heavy French, and it has to be a French that's quite annoying for her, to be honest, because if she wears glasses like me, that will mean she will have to come in at least every second week to have her French done. And again, that gives you an opportunity to have her in and again talk products. Clients are not just there just to have the French cut or hear the latest gossip. They're here because they expect you every time to tell them something new about their hair. So again, it's the same section on all our different Frenches. So I actually do one here on this one. This is my beautiful thing. So see, my section is this wide. So again, from the corner of her eyebrows, or her eyes, to the top of her hair, like this. So she have had her curling bangs. So I'll go quite strong with her. I think I will actually go for the micro one. Just to show you, when we talk about Frenches on our clients, it can actually change everything for them. Because me, for example, I have the same look for quite some time. But every time I get the French, everybody says there's something new with you. You have lost weight. I'm not a heavy girl, but I'm a quite big girl. So if I get a bang, that's an easy way for my hairdresser to change the face of my face, change the look of my face. So if I have too much here, it's easier for them to go quite far out in my face and make it kind of look more soft to my face. So yeah, there's different ways of looking thin. So I'll go in in 3 different sectioning. So I will go horizontal on her and move all the way up to the top of my section. And this one I've taken quite a lot of hair from, because like on this one, I want it to be quite heavy and quite strong, as when you look at one of the models here. This is very, very small micro fringes, maybe a little too small. But if we look at this one, this is super strong. Look how beautiful that is. And look how strong her face is, because she got a quite long face as well. But like this, you give her a very kind of strong look for her, which I really like. I like the girls that have the courage to go so strong in the faces, because it will give them more kind of attitude, a bit more attitude. They can go very kind of strong with the lips and with the brows as well. And again, brows, again, a way of making money. So I'll do it this section here. So I'll make sure everything is nice and clean. Make sure my hands is horizontal. And this baby's hair, it's gonna jump. Make sure you know if your client's hair will jump. This is mannequin, so it will jump. So my body position will be here, and now will be here. Make sure it's kind of even. Go a little shorter. And when I do the Fringes as well, I think about my body position, but I think about my feet as well. I can't show you my feet, but my feet are never wider like my shoulders, and they're always pointing directly to my client. So if you're my client, my feet is directly towards you, as long as my body position as well. So my shoulders is not like this, or this is just right in front, and make sure my shoulders is down. You have to think about your body and how you do your hair every day, because you want to grow old in the business. So make sure you don't kill your body too soon. So again, horizontal sectioning, comb it through, body position here in front of her. I use my guide all the way, so everything is down here to the same point. No layering, because we want it to be very strong. And the last one. So see, this is easy. It's one area we work in, and do it in 3 sections, because you got quite a lot of hair. Maybe she only needs 2 sections, as long as you think about it, has to be horizontal. Again, going down. My body is in front of her here, and I move here. See how nice this looks. Super easy. I'll quick blow dry, just so you can see how it looks when it's dry. Pay attention, just quick. No power. It's not completely dry, but it's dry enough for now. So I'll take this off. Just make sure there's nothing here. See? Super easy. And the good thing of all the different girls we've seen behind me here, all these ones, you see them all now. Whoa. We have them all here. It's different looks, many different looks, but it's all done with the same technique. Just a triangle, sectioning, thinking out if it's a curling bang, we will go from top of her nose to the ears. The same with the Billie Eilish. The chubby one, the micro, everything we have to think about when we do the Fringes is look at your clients' faces. Are they dynamic like a diamond, or the heart shaped, or is it kind of wide, or the long? How is the forehead? And again, think about with your clients, as long as we keep changing the look from curling bangs, the curling bangs girls is the one we want to make lots of money on. Lots of money. Do all the techniques Gunilla have taught you. And think about all the way we can do different kind of services for our French clients with the eyebrows and lashes coloring, with the treatment, with the glossing. Now we see the Scandinavian hairline. We have seen the money pieces. Everything is done in front of the face, and everything that is changed in front of the face is something that will make money on. It's something that our clients will have the wow factor, the feeling of us being a superstar, because as soon as they come home with going from maybe the kind of the curling bangs to the chubby one, they might go then to the sassy one, to the micro braids, and go different kind of shorter microphones to the very strong short one. That is a way of keep changing our clients' way of looking at themselves, and a very good way for us to make a lot of money. So I hope you have a good time, and you will be going next time with Jesus the 6th of October at 6 o'clock. He will be on with the beautiful, beautiful upstyling techniques. So I'll give you a big thank you for being here. I hope you had a good time. Make sure you can always check it on again on YouTube. Thank you, L'Oreal, for being our sponsors, and see you next time out there somewhere. Thank you so much. I'm Sascha Hirtsgaard, over and out from Denmark. Bye.
We are the cutting edge. 110 years of avant-garde, of defying the present, to go further, to aim higher. We serve hair artists, artists committed to revolutionizing the salon experience, opening space for innovation, empowering to dare, tailored for each, created for all. We are the cutting edge, engaging senses, igniting desires, creating unique experiences to be unique as you. We are the cutting edge, boosted by tech. We push the limits of hair, tech in our products, tech in our salons, tech on all our platforms, tech in every fiber of our thinking. We are the cutting edge. Beauty tech to elevate, data-driven to connect, education to adapt, continuously to another evolving world, to be ahead of the curve, always. We are the cutting edge. We care for all hair types, for all humans, because hair defines who we are. We are the cutting edge. We are shaping the future, innovating for progress, caring for the planet, for less waste and more hope, creating the beauty that moves the world towards a more sustainable tomorrow. We are the cutting edge.
Henry, are you there?